Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization...
Yeah, it's so cool to...
I can't really talk to you now. I'm busy.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for MacCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He give you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks, because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropozyne. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Aria. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to MacCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as MacCready is. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there. Agent Singh might have been killed.
It could have been worse. That's why I want to find these guys. Maybe I'll talk to MacCready, see if I can help.
Good luck with that. He chewed me out for asking if I could help with the case. I should have kept his new key card. I don't want him stinking up my range anyway.
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
Streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Well, Chang doesn't trust anyone, especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Janus provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
Can't believe a word they say. Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
No, should I?
You've been having strange problems of late. Technical glitches, things like that. It's probably nothing, but...
One can't be too careful these days.
Chang will figure it out, I hope. Well, I must get back to work. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing, Agent Jensen, and I hope you find the men who did it.
You and me both, Sedlak.
T-46-4. Are they serious?
Keep it out of my report.
Perfect.
Wait.
All right, Miller, I'm at the Metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Rizika Station on the map.
Chang.
Plan A wasn't working.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
One minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there. Something big. Something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
So what am I looking at in there?
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere, and plenty of cops, too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan. They don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know. Several. They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least one guy in an exosuit. And my guess is they'll shoot first and bury the bodies later.
What do you think is on this scan?
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site.
And?
And if I had one more minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. But the fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more. I'm sure it's important.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
Nechci být neslušnej. Možná to tak nevypadá, ale máme
We might as well head back. There's no getting through that way.
This area is restricted to civilians.
I'm with Task Force 29. Thought maybe I could take a look around.
You thought wrong. This is a local investigation. You task force guys can go swing your dick someplace else.
That's fine, forget it.
Done. Bye. Take a step back.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Ah, crap.
Could be nothing. Order. We've got contact. Ready. Could be nothing. Suspect spotted! Moving to alarm!
Holy shit. Didn't realize that.
Nothing here. Do not worry about it.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Suspect located!
Crazy.
I hate playing hide and seek. Stay alert. Nothing here. Find aim. Do not worry about it.
Clear in this sector.
Could be part of the Tech's investigation?
Nothing yet.
Quiet patrol's a good patrol.
No sign of it.
The hell was... Hlavně v klidu.
Waiting for orders.
That's so many. Shit. So freaking many.
Haven't found anything.
This area is moving.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
think you're doing? This train car is for naturals. Come on, let's see your paperwork.
Here, everything's in order.
These are nice, but you still have to play by the rules, understand? Stay out of the natural section. Learn it, live it. Go.
Thank you.
What the hell did you do, Jensen? State police are saying another augmented terrorist just hit them at the train station.
They were interfering with evidence collection.
Fucking hell. Now I'm ordering you to see our psychologist. Ozen's in the office waiting for you.
Copy that. Have to meet Smiley there anyway.
We'll do it fast, because Cheng found us a new lead in the case. In telecam footage fingering Ark. It's gonna put you inside Gollum City.
Hobos, Augs, prostitutes. City is falling apart. What's wrong with him?
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
We need to know.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
It's like you said, they shot first, so I took care of it.
Oh, okay. Good. They had it coming.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data. And I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy.
We need to know.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropozyne? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you prefer? Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe, you know.
Where are you from, Doc?
We're discussing your file, remember? So, it was David Seraph who had you augmented after anti-Aug extremists attacked the company?
Anti-Aug extremists? Is that what it says in my file?
Isn't that the case?
The case was never solved, and they didn't just attack the company. They murdered a lot of innocent people.
Including your ex-girlfriend, I understand.
Megan's not dead.
Is that why you joined the task force, Adam? To use Interpol resources to solve a cold case that...
What happened in Detroit is ancient history, Doc. Megan, my being augmented, all of it. What happened at Rizika Station is not. So sitting around talking about the past isn't going to get me any closer to getting the people responsible.
Actually, that leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? Doesn't matter what I think about it, Doc. I got a job to do. I'm here to prevent further bloodshed, which is exactly what I intend to do.
I hope that you can. Listen, Adam, I know these kinds of conversations are a pretty major pain in the ass. I really do appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. Thanks.
You mean I had a choice?
No, but the sentiment remains. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
State police says they're still hauling out bodies.
There isn't much here to go on.
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
I get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha-Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced?
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha-Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party. I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hull Avenue. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
Nice coat.
More than a few around. Lots of reports of suspicious activity lately. Right?
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being offended.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
Not sure. Good news is I got an exact location.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
sewers. Nice time for a walk.
Je tam něco podezřelýho?
You got to hand it to Nathaniel Brown. Well, we'll take care of it.
More than a few around.
You're 2 years too late already.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower, too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its Aug problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-Aug.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesellife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it. Because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
I agree, it doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing. Think he's about to send me to Gollum City.
The Udalek complex? You're not gonna like it there. It was built by the Santo Group as temporary housing for transient workers. But now...
Now it's home to every unlicensed dog in the Czech Republic. And it's where Ark's made its headquarters.
Shit, man. What are they planning?
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with Ark? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the Collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Golem City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Damn, I'll never get this done.
Closed for ages, maybe a year or more. My niece lost those little Marilyn yesterday. The ones that look like dolls. I was going to get one for her birthday. You could get her a real dog. No, she's an irresponsible little idiot. Trusting her with a piece of wood is as far as I would ever go.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? Got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilek complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
Who the hell are you? Oh damn.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Golem isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC sets foot in there.
Not even the state police.
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Golem City. He bought his way in.
Blackmail would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilek complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Golem City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Golem isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talos Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
You're my only backup on this one. Before we leave, I'd like to know you've actually got my back.
Trust me, I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5 in the private sector moving corporate heads. And in all that time, I've never lost a fare.
How many years with TF-29?
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what I understand. So you want to keep talking resumes, waste more of our time? Or will you trust me to get the job done?
Still have some things I need to take care of before we leave.
All right. Go on then, get your shit sorted. I'll be here, waiting.
Why they haven't put more guys on the job, I don't know.
Скоро мы все подальше сме хомуту с русаками.
Get all of this and more tonight in the Redwood.
I heard a bunch of runaways lived out in the sewers. Formed their own little community.
Oh, shit. so small cities. Like I can find like this stuff like everywhere. You know?
I hate when people come up with we won't push you aside.
Now just leave me alone. I don't want to hear from you.
Those reform.
Okay.
What is this?
Of course they're safe.
The police treat all augmented people as though we were monsters and victims.
Like ourselves.
The augmented are harassed and beaten, spat upon and forced from their homes.
Join the machine.
That's my apartment. I want to go into my apartment again. I gotta look for something to do.
Adam, thanks for calling me back, son. I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all...
I'm not interested in your sympathy, Seraph. We've got more important things to discuss. Like my doctor finding dormant AUGs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental AUGs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test AUGs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan AUG? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
These schematics you saw, don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon. I've got meetings with Nathaniel Brown and the Santo group there. But I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchaea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive, a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
Comic was bad for business. Give it a little time to settle.
Getting a little worried.
Also getting attacked. They laying low.
Shh, more noise.
What could that be? Take a look around. But why are you on the ground?
Ma always said, never have enough lasers. I'm looking forward to squeezing into their uniform tomorrow. Should get it to work faster.
What? Okay. I'm okay.
Come on. Get up, you kids.
I hope you know what a disappointment you are in your butt.
That on? We'll make a nice throw!
Go down on your boat!
Hope we have friends nearby.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Nice to set something in the courtyard. Where did that Oyoba go?
what I might find. Finally, something to do.
This ends now.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
We are God's chosen. He will guide us.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
We are God's chosen. He will guide us.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
We are God's chosen. He will guide us.
Hey, why don't you just go fuck yourself? You can sell the rest, but I'm keeping his eyes.
are God's chosen. He will guide us.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Changing the security code program, it must be a birthday of this precious marker. I will go back to 19 to keep you happy. But that might be the code.
Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no OG left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. As the government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other OGs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
No.
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of?
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries. So the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
I don't think so. I may not like how the city decides who gets to stay and who doesn't, but that doesn't mean I agree with your way of helping.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I guess this is goodbye?
Some of those guys are still out there.
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
Something is happening.
Too many shares in the what?
I think we are okay now. Send more men to the front door.
Must be a way to keep rebels from falling. Wonder if Drahomir would let us set up a second checkpoint. Not sure why those assholes wanted the old man's address.
Omlouvám se za komplikace.
Just because Dragomir looks like a cop doesn't mean he's a real cop.
He showed those. They look pretty real to me.
The guy with scam on.
But that drone doesn't come over here again.
We got this. So, my friend, You have the card now, yes?
I know all about your extortion scheme, Drahomir. I'm here to put a stop to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I tell you what. You get out of here. Right now. And I'll forget all about your outdated documents.
I know you're not a real cop. And I know the forgeries you sell don't even work anymore. How much longer do you think you can keep this up once people realize you're just a con man?
The Oak permits may not work anymore, but my police credentials, very convincing. Show the right piece of paper here, fill the right pocket there. The cops won't touch me. Not over this.
Good thing I'm not a cop.
Look, Melena's the one you want, okay? She makes the forgeries. I'm just a middleman.
I've heard enough from Elena to know that isn't true.
You spoke to her? Look, this was never personal. If you value your life, don't make it personal now. I will kill to protect what is mine.
Your days of making offers are done. I didn't come here to negotiate. No more peddling false hope.
Is that right? I think you're all talk. And I think I can prove it. Boo!
Stupid flags. Who let them fucking things?
Ah, crap.
Washes the uniform this time.
I don't see it. If I knew what I was looking for, send more men to the front door. It's gone. Pretty sure, anyway.
Must be a way to make credits from Gollum.
Ooh, alcohol.
Just because Dragomir looks like a cop.
How
doesn't
are you?
mean he's a real cop.
Any idea what today's take is?
I'm going to need a body bag at my location. Over.
All the way from here again.
Stay shut.
isn't over. Brat, I hope you know the risk I'm taking for you.
Thanks, boss.
I'll keep watch. Pull yourself together. Whoever it was probably ran as soon as he saw us.
There's too many shares in the thing.
Stay close and yell out if you see anything.
This is the start of something bad. Fucking lasers everywhere. Useless. Shit. What now? Someone made sure that the bitch hasn't left. Maybe if business keeps slowing down, he'll listen to some of my ideas.
You looking for permit?
The premises are secure. Continuing general patrol.
Just because Dragomir looks like a cop doesn't mean he's a real cop.
He showed me his credentials.
Find these uniforms. This smell.
We got this.
Hope it doesn't start raining.
So, my friend, you have the card now, yes?
I know all about your extortion scheme, Drahomir. I'm here to put a stop to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I tell you what. You get out of here. Right now. And I'll forget all about your outdated documents.
Your days of making offers are done. I didn't come here to negotiate. No more peddling false hope.
Is that right? I think you're all talk. And I think I can prove it.
Oh,
Boom.
better run for it.
Someone's here. You heard it?
Make this quick.
Oh, that's bullshit. I should bribe him next time. I'll just bribe him and talk to him inside. I think so. I don't want to spend $1,200 though. Well, credit, whatever that is. I should save here.
more men to the front door. She'll gather round. I don't see it. If I knew what I was looking for, someone made sure that bitch hasn't left. Fuck.
Just because Dragomir...
How are you?
Doesn't mean he's a little cop.
He showed me his credentials.
So, my friend, you have the card. So, my friend, you have the card now, yes?
I'm willing to pay you to pass this way. Only because I don't think you're worth the trouble.
Pleasure doing business with you. Have a nice day. Move along.
Where did he even find these?
Making good money on this racket.
An artist was pretty cheap. For now, I mean. I think my vest is too tight.
We got this.
Dragomir can come up with a pretty good scam.
It must be quitting time soon, yeah?
You know, you would look more intimidating if you shut
Hope
up.
it doesn't start raining.
Uniform is heavy.
Can't afford it.
Ole se uskots ne vidi. Monsters. Gouging prices of your stuff.
I'm sorry. I think we'll shop.
Not find better price. What is enough price in this?
Come on, let's go.
So, move along.
I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing now?
Don't blow your cover.
Sure beats knocking over liquor stores.
Are the pants the right blue?
Try to look professional.
Bomb tags.
Police are just as
Dragomir's
corrupt
in
as the
charge.
rest of us.
I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing now?
We should double the price.
We got this.
Bomb tags.
The police pace back and forth all day. People.
Try to keep quiet. Milena would look better if she didn't dye her hair. Hope that drone doesn't come over here again.
Don't blow your cover.
Take your acts of terror somewhere.
Hope it doesn't start raining.
Too bad we couldn't find a helmet.
Oh, I have to look for them.
Someone is coming out.
Oddio sta alla polizia se ora
think maybe someone died wearing these uniforms?
Think this is abuse of authority? Believe me.
I will charge you with obstruction.
What a place. Great. Another one. Getting to be as many clanks here as in Golem.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional Inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen. The right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Draumir's checkpoint is the setup for a forgery ring. He's not just stopping Augs and giving them a hard time. He's not just taking people's lunch money. It's extortion.
This forgery ring, you have an address?
I was inside. I saw the equipment.
You know what? You had me back at harassing. I've been dying for an excuse. A chance to go after someone who actually deserves it for once. No more hiding behind the people he bribes. I suggest keeping your distance. Official police business now. Stay out of it.
I never saw you. You were never here.
Control, any updates?
I do not want to die.
Nothing.
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Draumir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Hello?
doing side missions right now because I've been.
No blind spots.
Still no sign of anything, really. Vypadni odsaď, Michael. Valley run this city.
Páni, to se divím, že tady jednou od vás
se to rozšířit po celé Evropě.
Go home, skater.
Everyone.
Měli jsme to udělat už dřív.
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
Get the hell away from me. I do not have time to deal with you.
Oh.
He's right. Moonbase is sexy.
Since when have we met to be sexy? Do I look like Eliza Kazan to any of you?
You absolutely do not.
Deep breaths, people. Let's take a minute.
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the Moonbase? The clones on the Moonbase? Who sent you?
I'm here for Samizdat. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, and a collective responsibility. That said, you're gonna break someone's nose, you break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
That little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. Kay isn't one man.
What did you mean when you said Kay wasn't one man?
Kay is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about.
Depends on the deal.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus Media Network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
I need you to stop looking into Brahadovos, but not for the reasons you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas, and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Brahadovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
You're gonna forget everything you know about Brahadovos for now. It's the only way you get to protect your ideals.
Right, because concealing information is obviously the best way to keep people informed. You really think I'm that stupid? There's this word you might want to look up. It's called transparency. It means people have the right to know, no matter what the cost.
This capacity for reasoning is sharp, though may veer towards the tentacle even while feeling extreme stress. Authority are likely to be well founded, though further agree in the life focused. Think about it this way. If you don't do it, so the location will destroy it. Nobody is in the right ever again. Right now, I'm betting you don't have anything tangible. You don't know who I am, my role is, what's really going on. Think for the fact of the history of this mission to get people killed.
Fair enough. But there's a difference between speculation and fact. Right now I'm betting you don't have anything tangible to go on. You don't know who I am, what my role is, or what's really going on. wait until the facts are out before you go spewing misinformation everywhere. Before you get people killed.
Okay, maybe I don't have all the facts yet, I'll give you that, but I know something's going on down there. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. That's why you always have to keep digging. The truth, the real truth, it's a rare fucking bird, man. And if you're too slow or too careful, it fucking flies off. So when I get so much as a hint of truth, I strike when I can, as hard as I can.
Keep digging, and I can't promise your safety. In fact, I can promise the opposite. You think your skin is worth it?
Ah, see? You wait long enough and the wolf will bare his teeth. You almost got me with all your facts and objectivity, but when you don't get what you want right away, you try to scare me into compliance, huh? It's typical. How can I trust you? How can I know you're for real? I'm sorry, man, but unless you can give me something better, I run with what I have.
This isn't a negotiation. The only question I need an answer to is how do I ensure your silence without killing you?
You can.
Well, that's a problem for you.
Yeah. And you'd also have to kill Bones and Little K, and everyone we may or may not have shared the information with already. So what I'm saying is the only sane thing for us to do in this situation is to try working together. I can be reasonable.
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons. The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO. She leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
Despite whatever praise the underground media
Fucking new world order!
This is Eliza Cathell,
Sick.
protection payments. So my client beat him to death.
Hey, you!
Stop! Identification.
Just make it through this shift. Ever since the Palisades Bank hired you?
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular completed in 2024.
Absolutely. Data extractors have never breached the
Hackers are everywhere. Not here.
Talk. Now I want the problem taken care of. What the hell do you think it is? Of course that's what I want. This man tried to steal from us. Do you enjoy working for me? Does our company's money...
I was just expecting your assistance.
dealings be
Yes.
simple.
Sub-level security room has their up-to-date security password.
Good. Haven't heard from Mezzanine level.
You make sure nobody ever tries to rob us again.
Sorry, sir. Area is off limits.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Well, I haven't seen someone augmented in here well, since the incident.
Welcome to Palisade. We get few augmented clients and visitors, sir.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Palisade. May I help you?
Not sure. Never been to a property bank.
I see. Well, we are the premier secure corporate archive in the world. We offer a number of services, including ultra-secure corporate vaults, as well as executive safes for smaller accounts. Exclusivity, anonymity, and security are the cornerstones and our greatest selling point.
Makes sense that security is a major concern for your clients.
Oh, yes. Everything at Palisade is state-of-the-art. Security measures are audited regularly, and Tavos is a very well-respected private security firm. Will there be anything else?
Your executive safes are available to anyone?
Well, we do have an exclusive clientele, and the application process is rigorous. Despite this, almost all our safes are currently occupied.
Your client list must be very impressive.
It is. Mostly they are held by executives from our client companies, but some select individuals have been approved as well.
But with the same high security standards, I hope.
Oh, of course. And access to the executive safe room is restricted. Clients must use their assigned personalized keycards to gain entry.
That's all? Sounds a little simple.
It's a little bit more involved. The keycard also switches off all automated security measures within the vault. Lasers and sentries and the like. All very high-tech.
I think I'd like to see the account manager.
I'm sorry, Mr. Romanek is unavailable at the moment.
How big are the corporate vaults? Doesn't seem like this building would hold that many.
Oh, quite big in fact. We call them container vaults, like shipping containers. Our storage facility is actually right under our feet. Quite an impressive sight.
Underground makes sense. Great security feature.
Absolutely. In addition, they are only visited by appointment and require the use of a client's keycard to access.
So this is a data haven?
Well, we don't use that term here, but yes. We archive highly sensitive materials and documents for some of the most powerful businesses and people in the world. No worries about corporate espionage here.
Or government subpoenas.
Our international clientele do tend to disagree with the stance of their local governments as it pertains to corporate rights, let's say.
So they take advantage of this country's more pro-business legislation?
Mm-hmm. I suppose that's one way of looking at it, if you were a cynic. I prefer to think that our clients shouldn't have to deal with small-minded anti-capitalist bureaucracies if they can avoid it.
Thanks for the information.
Sir, I am on the phone.
For any break in the story, this is Eliza Castillo.
Clear.
Authorization is required to access this area, sir.
Terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while.
No entry here, sir.
Security is our main concern at Palisade.
Scared the hell out of me, man.
What was that noise?
Please see the receptionist.
Narrow path. Confirmed.
Thomas. Okay, good.
Between you and me, Phil, one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Picus. In-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507.
In reviewing the security gaps created by financial implements fired by temporary measure, your most sensitive materials should be stored remaining SDPU and code is 1114. It's not a deal. No, it's this. Daniel Jansak. Okay, I've been reviewing the complete report. It's not ideal, but it's better than alternative.
Known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downsizing of all documentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated all-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent.
Narrow path.
Narrow pattern. Confirmed.
Causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world. Despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly thanks to the latest technology. Our portable data
Narrow pattern. Confirmed.
Move to patrol.
information. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live from Picus.
They may have batteries. Doctors. Shantian. Wrong.
When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box.
Narrow path confirmed. Narrow path confirmed. Narrow path confirmed. Move to patrol. Narrow. Narrow path confirmed. Clear. Move to patrol. Confirmed. Confirmed. Clear. Confirmed. Confirmed. On narrow.
Think I saw something. Stay alert.
Boss Primary. Wide search underway. Confirm.
Confirmed. Initiate wide.
Confirm. Blank the primary.
Confirmed.
Grenade! Force him out!
Primary code 0 neutralized. Confirmed.